Mad about travel with the nomad lives out loud with Gaurav Kejriwal, the IT guy turned restaurateur, who's also the founder of SARAS, Indian restaurant in Sukhumvit Soy 20 that turns 3 this year and that also serves over 200 dishes of pure vegetarian street food from all over India in a very cozy fine dining ambience.
Being vegetarian and living in Thailand over a decade now, I don't find much of a choice available. So thought of why not I take this initiative and do something which is always missing out here, because Indian food is just not North Indian and South Indian. It is beyond that as well.
Tell us a bit about the signature dishes that you serve here at the restaurant.
In general, if we say the top 5 selling items could be the corn kernel, which is Indian Chinese version. Then we have chaat chapatis, which is an Indian savory. Then we have a set meals, which is a completely new concept out here, which is Rajasthani, Gujarati. These foods are so special that some of the foods are not available outside India because you need very special skills to prepare them. Most of our chefs from India, that's the biggest challenge and the biggest asset what we have, because they represent each states of India. Many of them, they can't speak Hindi very clearly because they speak their local language. And under one roof, they are working as a big team.
How has it grown over the past 3 years?
Tremendously, I will say, beyond our expectations. We see the demand was there, but I think nobody thought of it, that how the Indian street food will be like overseas.
How would you define street food? How is it different from what we have here in any other restaurants, the fine dining restaurants?
The street food is basically the items which are, like as I mentioned, the Indian savories, which are not there in any fine dining restaurants. Common one could be a samosas, there's pani puris, but what we do is vada pav, which is an Indian burger, Indian street burger. So these are the items which make us stand from others.
And how is it being received among non-Indians over the past 3 years?
Majority of our clientele is from Indian origin, but lately we observed that a lot of Westerners and locals are, we see the numbers is growing and shows very promising. When there are particular Indian spices are there, it is too strong at times, which they definitely everyone don't have a taste of it. But others like dosas, there are many other items which they really cherish.
How would you recommend someone who is not Indian when they walk into your restaurant and they're confused because over 200 dishes, how do we order? How do we place an order?
I agree. I completely agree. It's not only non-Indians. Even Indians, we found that they get lost somewhere when they see such a big menu, and at times that even they don't know what items to order. Then we have a multilingual staffs. Like each counters, we have a guy who can speak English, Thai, and Hindi. So that's how we address them. We explain them. We guide them. Recommend them the items. Depend how many people are there, and then that's how it goes.
You're also famous for thali concept and the dessert.
Thali was thought for individual who's coming and they want to try many varieties. At the same time, they have a budget and they don't want the food to go waste. So the thali brings that concept that you try varieties of food in a set meal and you still pay as if what the individual budget is. Now in desserts, what we offer is very specialized desserts, which are first, whenever we thought of desserts in Bangkok, we used to think of Paurat, and you have to travel. Many times we say no, because of traffic you just don't want to go all the way there. And that's how we thought that why not we bring in the heart of city and with the specialized items represent all in regional.
Street food, Sukhumvit Road. We know that this is the posh area of Bangkok, but then you're also serving street food in a fine dining environment. So what's the average per head, when you come to SARAS? How much do we pay?
Yeah, that's again, like we say, SARAS, it can fulfill every pocket. Now we food start from 15 baht to 350 baht. So it all depends on your appetite and your pocket. So we have product for every range.
Yeah. And I assume since you're a vegetarian restaurant, you don't serve alcohol?
Not at all. We are pure vegetarian, so we don't serve any kind of alcohols, not even wine. So it's a pure vegetarian without eggs even. And we have even the vegetarian food for Jainism. Like Jainism is one very special community in India. You can relate them with vegans, but Jainism people, they eat non-dairy products. That's one, you can say, exceptions are there. So we not just vegetarian, we cover to the more rigid people, those who eat vegetarian.
That's Gaurav Kejriwal on SARAS, Sukhumvit Soy 20, serving pure vegetarian street food from all over India. This is Varin Sachadeo being mad about travel on the Nomad.